grave robbing usually entails a curse of some kind. A mummy says, "You have touched insert object of mine, and I will eat all of your siblings," or something along those lines. And I have probably done grave robbing. I picked up a corpse of some kind. You could say it was a Black Knight from Dark Souls 1. And well, I did suffer a curse. I was smacked in the chest by my own microphone, and I ruptured one of my 8 lungs, and it has been a struggle to breathe since. I made my way to the hospital using only the best insurance the United States of America can buy, United Healthcare. And I have found a wonderful establishment that really has sought to all of my needs. And unfortunately, while I have been treated for my lung, I have found myself somewhere worse. You might be thinking, is it some kind of affliction due to the medical treatment? Is it... Well, actually, I was probably going to say the price of all the medical stuff. Neither of those. It's something even worse. Something that I didn't even think I could even find myself in. It was something I can't even really describe without really... It's a really embarrassing thing. It's almost private, or so to speak. But I think in order to actually address it, I've actually had to speak to my doctor. But I have an addiction, and I need to talk about it in order to actually address it. I have been playing League of Legends since my accident, and I haven't been able to stop. They released me from the hospital, but I told them, one more game, and I just couldn't stop. And thanks to my doctor has actually been looking into it to actually stop it. Well, my doctor's actually not here at the moment, but in a couple of moments, they will be addressing really their last solution to getting League of Legends out of my system. Ah, yes, my doctor, you have finally arrived. This is Doctor.
Hello, I am Doctor.
Yes, they specialize in medicine drugs, League of Legends, and showering. And today, they're getting to the bottom of my League of Legends addiction. Thank you, Doctor. I really appreciate you looking into this last moment.
Yes, I'm afraid it might be terminal, so these may be the last moments you have to live, but I'm here to ask you some questions to, just determine if that's the case.
I was like, I think I can make it through here, Doctor. I think I got this, but go ahead with your questions. I am ready. I was like, I think we'll get some good news out of this.
Why do you play League of Legends?
Well, it kind of all started when I was born, really. I found myself in a place where League of Legends was constant, right? It's like you ever find yourself in an environment like that where you just always see League of Legends. Yeah, it was like I was in one of those, and I just couldn't really, kind of get out of it. It was kind of just like its own little sphere of influence, you could say. It was almost like its own little bubble. And it was just really difficult to kind of get out of that bubble. And eventually, someone was like, hey, why don't you play a game of TFT? And then suddenly, I couldn't stop. It started with TFT, and then it moved to League of Legends. And suddenly, I shot the minion, but I wasn't the ADC.
Who were you?
Oh, to say I started off as something that many people would probably consider to be quite unethical. I played Teemu.
So, okay. This already isn't looking very good. What drew you to Teemo? Why did you keep on playing Teemo?
Well, when I played Temu, I said shop like a billionaire, and that was really addicting. And I just couldn't stop. Every time I would play, I would say shop like a billionaire, and I would say Temu, as I shot someone in the top lane. And the thing is, it's not the abilities that really got to me. There was a thing called blind, and I could just make my opponent not hit me, and I could just shoot them constantly, and it was a rush. And then not only could I blind people, but then it became mushroom time, and I threw a mushroom onto the ground, and I went, I love mushroom time, and I just couldn't stop. There were so many mushrooms. I just loved placing them down all over the ground, watching as people were suffocating and dying at my feet as I went, Temu. I love cheap products and goods that are kind of gonna fall apart really quickly, but that's why we have low quality Doran's blades.
What the fuck?
Is that good or bad?
Are you schizophrenic? Like, do you have a prior history of schizophrenia in your life or in your family?
My last doctor, who was a part of the schizophrenia, diagnosed me with schizophrenia, and they gave me my meds for it, but I haven't had a chance to take my meds since the accident, really.
Have you considered taking them?
I don't know where they are. They're kind of just like lost at the current moment. Your face is really kind of scaring me here. You seem like you don't really know what to say here.
Yeah, I really don't know what to say about this because you just kept on saying, like, shop like a billionaire, Temu. What the fuck even is a Temu?
So it's like, Temu is like this little guy. They call him like a Yordle, right? And then he's like, Bandle Scout Temu on duty. We're shopping like a billionaire. That's what he usually says. And then there's like a song that usually goes like bum 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 bum. And I really like that song whenever it happens, whenever it plays, and I'm like, oh yeah. Now this is shopping like a billionaire right now.
How's your relationship with your father figure?
Oh, he died in the war. There was this one thing where I say I played Temu top lane, and then he had like a heart attack and was like, I'm going to war. And then he got killed by a Yuumi, and what was it? Yeah, he got killed by a Yuumi jungle, and then we haven't seen him since.
How long ago was this?
About 2 days ago.
When was your car accident?
Oh, that was in 2007. I crashed my Honda Civic that I used to funnel my ketamine. And that was at one moment where I really decided to make a change in my life. I thought maybe I should start a podcast.
How long have you been in a coma after this car crash? Or have you just been playing League of Legends for the past
We're in 2014, by the way.
Oh, we're in 2014?
Yeah, wait. What do you mean 18 years? It's like 7 plus 2007 equals 2014. Why would you add 18?
I didn't know we were in 2007. I didn't know we were in 2014. I thought we were in 2025. My bad.
I was like, I don't know. I was like, you're kind of scaring me a little here, Doc. It's like, I don't know why you'd add 18 more years onto there. You know, it's like, I really only been playing League of Legends for a little bit. It's like, it hasn't been that long.
Yeah, only 7 years.
It was like, well, the car, it was like, wait, the accident. Wait a second. How long ago was the accident? Huh. Actually, now that you say it, it was like I had my accident where I had my collapsed lung. How long ago was that really? Where am I? Huh. It's a little concerning. But yeah, we're in 2014 right now, there, Doctor.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with you.
But what do you mean you agree with me? That's just an absolute fact. We're in 2014. Stop looking at me all
So how did
flabbergasted.
So how did that make you feel? The
I
car
feel like
accident.
I really should not have been drinking and driving. But I mean, it's like, how else am I going to get better at it? You know?
Yeah,
That's kind of what they say. You seem rather shocked at everything you've kind of heard right here. So, I think what I need to do is I need to bring it back to something that you can really understand, which is showering, League of Legends, and the medicine drug. So, in League, the Rift Herald, right? That's where you can drive your car, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes. So essentially, I was on top of the Rift Herald, right? I was like, I think that'll be a little bit easier for you to understand. And I was drinking, what was the thing? I was drinking a bowl of Shimmer and was like, man, I really hope to throw these Timu mushrooms at my colleagues. And I then drove it into one of the two towers.
Why is there only 2 towers?
That's a good question. Probably because they weren't defending their towers that well.
This happened in 2007?
Yeah.
You're saying?
Well, the thing is, they kind of ran out of towers because we eventually got rid of the rest of them. But yeah, it was like they were out of towers. It was like they had 2, and then they were out of them. I was like, I managed to destroy them.
So it went from 2 towers to 0.
Yeah, I ran Demolish on Timu too, just to make sure.
Okay. I'm going to change the subject a little bit. What got you into League of Legends? What was the breaking point that made you start? Was it just the car accident itself, or was there some delirium after the car crash that you decided, yeah, I'm going to play League of Legends today. This is what I want to do with my life.
Well, I saw rapid flashes of men, not just any men, a rock man, a green rock man. I saw what we considered to now be Malphite in my dreams, and he says, hey there, you want to hop on League of Legends? WhatsApp sound effect. And I was like, I can't look away. Everywhere I looked, the mirrors, I went to the bathroom and I saw WhatsApp Malphite saying, you're receiving a call from WhatsApp Malphite. And I just couldn't turn away. I had to answer the call, and he said, that's a good boy, as he petted me on the head with his rock hand. And I was like, thank you, what's that, Malphite? I commit?
I get that. I get hot flashes when I see men, too.
Oh, you too?
Yeah.
Oh. So who's the hottest person in League of Legends?
Scuba Gragas?
I'm a big fan of Gragas Esquire.
Hillbilly Gragas?
Or it's like, what about default Gragas?
Oh yeah, I like the rag on him.
Yeah, I like how he does the dance where he puts his hand up with the barrel and then shimmy yay, side to side.
Yeah, I personally like when he just appears for like half a second and then just vanishes without a trace.
Oh, and then he suddenly starts teleporting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like that. Doctor, I think based off of this conversation we just had, it's like, I think we can ignore the start of this conversation, Does it really matter that I answered it the way I did when we started this?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right, Doctor. I think maybe it's not so bad. The condition isn't that bad. Would you say it's still terminal?
Yes.
Why would you say it's still terminal, Doctor? I think it's gotten a lot better. Why are you staring over into the corner, Doctor? You seem a little lost.
Well, if you think that. Well, if you think it being terminal is okay, then good for you.
I was like, no, I don't think it's terminal. I think it's recoverable. I think there's hope. What are you laughing at? I think this is curable.
Once you start League of Legends, you can't stop.
What do you mean?
There's no escape.
What? How?
You're
How
not
is
even
there
in
no
a
escape?
hospital room. You're at home. You're hovering the play button on League of Legends. It's always been League of Legends. You've never left the top lane. I'm not even here. You haven't stopped playing Temu.